I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for January 23rd, 2018. Can you please all join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone?
Here.
Trustee Carmona? Here. Trustee Franz?
Here.
Trustee Jaworska?
Here.
Trustee Lomax? Oh. Trustee Penicola?
Here.
Trustee Perez?
Here.
That's 5. We have a quorum.
At this time, we will move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? And if so, please approach the podium and state your name. I think we have one for public comment.
Yes, we have one. Claire DiCardo? Sorry, I hope I got your name right. Oh, do you keep it or do I keep it?
Doesn't matter.
Hi. I have actually two questions to ask the board. The first one concerns the new company that you have proposed for electric, the MC Square. I was wondering why you didn't stay with Constellation.
So I can answer that if the board wouldn't mind.
Go ahead.
We do what's called electrical aggregation, which we take all of the residents and small businesses in town, we pool them and we shop them out for the lowest rate. So we recently did that, and MC Squared came in lower than Constellation did, and they were the only one who could guarantee a rate lower than ComEd.
No, I had different with you because I've contacted Constellation, and they had the exact same rate. So as is MC Square.
Did they? I'm a little confused.
0.0719, which is the new company's rate, and it's the same company rate as Constellation.
I think you. The process may be a little confusing. We go.
I used to do this
Okay.
for my company, so I know how the process works.
Right. So we did a bid opening about 2 months ago, and MC Squared was the only one that could guarantee a rate that if ComEd dropped their rate, MC Squared would be lower than them.
Did Constellation come in after and then just match MC Squared?
I talked to Constellation the other day, and
Okay.
I just called and asked them what their rate would be for a village, for aggregate rate, and they gave me the rate, and the rate is the same as MC Squared. So I said, I know when I used to handle it for my company, I never would switch from one to the other unless there was a price difference or something. So I was just wondering why it was switched.
That's what I'm wondering, if when we did the bid, they were higher. I would assume they were higher than Constellation, or MC Squared was lower than Constellation. And then the kicker was that even if ComEd were to drop, MC Squared would be under them. That's guaranteed.
No, they
So-
will meet the rate. They
Who-
will meet
who-
ComEd's rate.
No,
MC Square said they would meet
MC
ComEd's rate.
Squared's going to come in a fraction under it. I know that's why they could say they could beat it. So they're going to come in, whatever, a sliver of a penny under it. That's kind of what they're saying. They're going to beat it.
But right
So yeah,
now-
in layman's terms, it's going to probably be close to meeting it. But I think that at the time, they were our best option. So I don't know if Constellation just got wind of what we were paying and then just said, hey, we can meet it now, which would have been too late.
Right, well.
I mean,
Usually there's an incentive to do this, to switch. So I was just wondering.
Ma'am,
why.
I'm looking at. I just pulled the bid results right here. Constellation for a 18-month term, their bid was 7.46, and MC Squared was 7.19.
And that's for 1 year?
That was for an 18-month term.
I thought the MC Square was for 1 year.
The 1 year rate for MC Squared was 6.99, and Constellation was 7.33. So the spread was even more for 1 year.
Well, right now, they're both the same because the MC Square, the letter that I got, said that it was 0.0719.
Right, but that's if you can always opt out and do your own contract
know
with
that.
electric company. The aggregation, these numbers are set in stone. We have to bid them out, and they have to submit. They can't change once they're submitted. So we have to go with the lowest bid at the time.
So they
was MC
bid,
Squared.
and they bid high. So I'm assuming that once they found out that MC Squared was at their price point, they're just going to say, for you to stay with them, okay, well, we'll match.
Well, I don't know. That that could be.
I mean, because how many companies bid out on it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we had five bidders. So I mean, and what was the high? I mean, just what were they?
Well, we had everyone bid between 12 and 36 months, so it's multiple. We had bids some as high as there's 3.47s on here, and then MC Squared it was 3.99. There was a 3.98, but they didn't. That was only for an 8-month term, which we don't want to do this that often because it does lead to confusion.
And this is a 1-year term,
This is an 18-month term.
18-month term.
Well, the letter that came out, I thought it said 1 year.
I believe the resolution was approved for 18 months.
Pardon?
I believe the resolution was approved for 18 months.
It says
Because
18 months?
we didn't send out those letters. So
I sent it out then.
yeah. So maybe can we grab a copy? See if we can get. They'll send us a copy of that letter.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, it was. Let me pull this up. It looks like it was an 18-month term that was approved.
Did you bring the letter?
No, I didn't
No?
bring the letter.
I'm sure we have it. Hold on. While he looks that up, can I help you with maybe the second
Okay.
question?
The other one is about the lights. I know you put up lovely lights on the 100 and 200 block. And I was just wondering when you were planning on doing the 300 and 400.
Of what area was that?
Baron.
Aaron?
Yeah, we just did that was it 2 years ago? And I know what we're doing is we're kind of picking out Joe. Well, I mean, you got this better than me. Joe Karachi will handle this.
Yeah, we are going through different areas of town, and we're kind of building on where we started, so we're kind of branching out. I was just going to look to see where our project is going on right now.
We're on Green, I think, right?
Because it's in the area. It's kind of a little spider web of different streets, but we're still focusing on that same area. We may be branching out next year in that area. We may be going somewhere completely different. So we don't have a plan that I'm going to have your streets done in 2018 or 2022 or 2026. We're just, every year we're getting money for it, and we're building up.
Our streetlight program is all grant funded, so it's all depending if we get the grants or not.
And we're only doing a handful every year because it's, I mean, what's the dollar amount we're doing?
We just upped it. We doubled it to
400,000.
400,000.
400,000 a year in streetlights. So whatever we can purchase for 400,000 is what we're getting. And
So
that,
there's no,
no, there's not, I mean, there really isn't. And it's, we get a lot of calls on it because there's a lot of streets in town that are dark, obviously. And I know Green was one of them on the way to Fenton High School. We thought that one would be a one that we should kind of get to right away. But there's no rhyme or reason on where we're going to do it, but Joel will write it down. I know, because I know somebody who lives on your block and they love the lights. And I like them too. It's just all about money and grant funding right now.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Streetlights pull
free
really
free money is always good money.
Right.
Did you get the answer to?
Yeah, I have the letter right here. It's an 18-month term that the aggregation program
It is
goes
an
through.
18-month
18
term?
month, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. There's no more public comment, correct?
No.
That'll conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the January 16, 2018 special board meeting?
You have a motion?
Is there a second to the
Second.
motion? Second to the motion?
Second?
Are there any modifications to the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $1,635,240.08. Is there a motion to approve this warrant?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussions on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
That's 5 and the motion carries. The warrant has been approved. Would the deputy village clerk, please read the ordinances and resolutions on the consent agenda that were discussed at the committee at the whole meeting?
Yes. Number 1, resolution approving a peace hold harmless agreement. Number 2, resolution concerning the determination of the Bensonville Village Board that change order number 1 with Seward Spreading Inc. for an increase of $10,169.50 is required for the 2017 sledge hauling contract for a revised contract cost of $107,419.50. Number 3, resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order with Brentag for the purchase of polymer in the not to exceed amount of $22,057. Number 4, resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order with Energenetics for the 2018 SCADA upgrade project in the not to exceed amount of $24,800. Number 5, resolution authorizing the execution of a resolution pertaining to the use of MFT funds to pay the road-related general maintenance in the amount of $150,000 from January 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2018. Number 6, resolution authorizing the the closeout of the motor fuel tax funds to pay for the roadway-related general maintenance in the amount of $144,847.90 from January 1st, 2017 to December 31st, 2017. Number 7, resolution to obtain permits to perform work on state highways. Number 8, resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order with Haynes Geo Components for the purchase of geo grid blocks for the 2017 Lions Park restoration project at the not to exceed amount of $12,695. Number 9, an ordinance amending Title V Traffic and Motor Vehicles, Chapter 2, Stopping and Standing or Parking, Section 13, No Parking Zones, Subsection F, no parking at any time to include the north side of Main Street from York Road to Addison Street as a no parking zone. Number 10, an ordinance amending Title V Traffic and Motor Vehicles, Chapter 2, Stopping, Standing, or Parking, Section 1, Angle Parking, Subsection A, Diagonal and Perpendicular Parking to include the north side of Green Street from Center Street to Addison Street, and an ordinance amending Title V Traffic and Motor Vehicles, Chapter 2, Stopping, Standing, or Parking, Section 14, Limited Parking Zones, Subsection F, 4-hour parking between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. except Sundays and holidays to include the north side of Green Street from Center Street to Addison Street. Number 11, a resolution approving an agreement with Avion Consultants LLC and the Village of Bensville for aviation consulting services.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the 12 resolutions and ordinances as listed on the consent agenda and read by the deputy clerk?
You have a motion?
Is there a second on the motion?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5. The motion carries.
Reports of village departments. We have nothing under administration or community and economic development or finance or police or public works. So we'll move on to recreation. It's a resolution to approve on agreement with Active Network LLC for the purchase, implementation, training, and data hosting of their web-based Max Galaxy recreation software platform.
We will hand it off to Recreation Director Todd Finner for an explanation.
Well, let me
of
get a
this.
motion on this first.
Oh, yeah,
May I have a
Have a
motion?
motion?
Jumped the gun.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Todd?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're looking for your approval on a new rec management software known as Max Galaxy. Last Wednesday, representatives from that company were in town to attend the IPRA annual conference and stopped by Village Hall to answer some questions from our finance department director, Thacker, as well as our IT consultant. And everybody was very happy with it, including the staff. We had previously looked into this software many months ago, and we've had every recreation manager as well sit in on webinars to go through each module that may actually pertain to their specific functions. And they were all happy, and the biggest benefit we feel is improved performance, ease of use, and certainly saves a very considerable dollars. It's going to come in at less than half the current cost for our existing software. So with that alone, we're really excited to make the switch. Nobody really wants to make a software switch. It's a lot of input, it's a lot of training, it's a lot of getting used to familiarity of the program. But in the long run, it makes the most sense to do so. To stay with RecTrack would have been a complete rewrite, additional training, very expensive training at that, and over double the annual operating costs for them to provide hosting and support services.
Thank you.
Just a couple notes from my end of it. The total savings over 3 years of this term will be $46,634 as opposed to RecTrack. Additionally, there is I did put a caveat on the green sheet here. Going through the terms and conditions, there's a few minor tweaks that I'd like to see that we're going to work through with our village attorney just to make it compliant with us, but the material statements made in the agreement will stay the same.
There being a motion and a second, is there any other discussion? Can I have the roll call, please?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5. The motion carries.
Moving on to presidential remarks. Just, I only have probably one thing, is just with the weather being kind of goofy as it is, freezing and going from 50 degrees to 20 degrees, just watch our snow plows, watch your driving, stop a little early, streets can be a little slick. I know we're out there, we're doing a good job on that. Just be a defensive driver, be careful out there. Village manager's report?
Like you, just some weather-related stuff. We do have Winkler Tree Service out there trimming the trees as part of our tree trimming program. They are doing a good job blocking off trees, and I think they're doing a good job pruning the trees as well. Just be alert for them, mostly on the south side of town. Also, ComEd is trimming trees out there. They're not doing as pretty of a job as Winkler is, but just be cognizant of them out there.
Village attorney report?
I have no report, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board? Do we have executive session?
We do not, Mr. President.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. We are finished. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.